All right, what am I looking at? Dust control on the mill.
I think this is me prepping the block before I put those holes into it for the knuckle, the green knuckle on the left.
Oh, still making Maka parts.
Yeah.
So this was all about just learning how to use the machine. This is before you had the leather covers on the ways.
Yeah. But after the power feed. The power feed was one of the greatest improvements to the machine.
Now it came with the power feed, right?
It did, but it didn't work.
And we determined it was just a fuse or something.
Yeah, it was a fuse. We had to buy something from Allied.
Some kind of breaker.
Yeah.
So I think this could have stood to be sped up.
Yeah. It is sped up, but it could have been sped up about 10 times more.
Oh. What's the wire?
So you've got the vise. Only one of the jaws is known to be parallel, like a 90 degree to the surface of the table. The movable jaw isn't necessarily parallel. And when you're squaring up a piece of wood, which is what I'm doing now, or a piece of metal.
Man, that shirt. It's got holes all over it.
Yeah. When you're squaring up a piece of metal, you have to have the wire on the side that hasn't been squared yet, because you have no idea what angle that's at. So it's useful when you've got a jaw that's out of alignment, but it's basically necessary when you're squaring wood or squaring material.
That rotary converter was a huge mistake.
Yeah.
If I had it to do over again, I would have bought a cheap inverter. Or
VFD, you mean?
VFD, yeah. Or a one of the $500 ones off of eBay.
The power feed has a thing where it'll loosen the bolt that holds the handle on, and it'll get jammed, and it won't turn. But if you tighten it too much, it also gets jammed and won't turn. So you got to get it just right. And
Really?
occasionally it'll come out of alignment.
I haven't had a problem with
Do you use the power feed a lot?
it. Yeah, I mean, I used to a few times today. We should talk about the squares.
The squares?
Yeah, we need clamping squares. I'm not sure what to do about it.
I want to try the featherboard thing. And if that works, that'll inform us on the rest of it.
Does it want to be like one piece, like a three-way corner clamp type thing? Like you buy, or is it? Does it want to be separate pieces? I don't know. So you got no hard ideas either?
No.
Me neither. Still thinking about it.
Is that still spinning while I have my hands up there?
I don't know.
A little bit, yeah. not sure why I have it hanging off of one side.
Have what hanging off?
Oh, I've got the wood hanging off one side so I can get the calipers on it.
Huh. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like if it was metal.
No. Wood is not a great stand-in for metal while machining because the grain really messes with things. You got to do some weird movements to get the grain to be pointed in the right direction when you're cutting.
Uh-huh.
And on a lathe, it's just a mess. If you try to make a part with the end grain following the axis of the lathe,
Oh no.
well, I didn't need that bit anyway.
But were you going around in a circle? It looked like you might be coming at it from one direction.
I'm not sure.
Like feeding, like biting in to the block from both directions. Yeah. See, I don't think you're supposed to do that either.
No, usually you want to go in a circle so that you're either taking a climb cut or a conventional cut all the way. It doesn't matter too much on wood or aluminum, though. Not with this mill, anyway. Maybe a little mill. That little lever that holds the quill in place is so annoying. Because if you forget or you just don't tighten it quite enough, the quill will move on you and completely ruin your work. Or worse, your tooling.
For all of this dust control holding that you're doing, you would think at some point you would have just broke down and made a freaking bracket.
I had to be standing there anyway.
I did some wood on the table today.
On the mill table?
Yeah.
What for?
I put a hole in a couple of blocks. I did them with a Forstner?
Yeah.
Forstner bit. But the problem with the Forstner bit is it wasn't long enough, so I had to do it from both sides.
Mm.
And one of them I kind of messed up. It was a little bit offset. But I think it's fine because that one was a little tight anyway. So it'll work out. But I got wood chips all over the table right now.
I feel like we could have cut out that 5 minutes I was walked away from the machine. Oh, the worst thing about the three-phase converter was that you had to unplug and plug it in every time you wanted to turn it on or off. And the stupid outlet had broken away from the wall.
Oh, yeah.
We tried to fix that so many times.
I think I only tried to fix it the one time after I got it in. But the problem was that the hole was too big on day one. I should have just broke down and put it in a big piece of plywood, like I did on the other side of the garage. Because we did so much electrical work there in the garage. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Unfortunately, you can't use Forstners on metal.
Yeah, that's a shame. Carbide Forstner. That would be nice. Well, wait. No, you got hole saws.
They do.
Right? They do the Haugans.
Annular cutters and stuff.
Yeah, annulars. Yep. Those are nice.
I haven't managed to use one yet because we had to buy a special thing to hold them, special tooling adapter, and then I had to modify it to fit the Mach 1. And by that time, we were done with the Maka stuff.
But I think I used it.
Really?
Yeah. I can't remember what for.
They're millimeter. We only have millimeter ones.
Yeah, but it was actually close to what I needed. I think it was a 1 inch.
It was.
I can't
we got a
remember what I
25
did.
millimeter, which is like just over an inch, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I used it.
Nice.
Worked nice. Cannot for the life of me remember what the heck I used it on. Oh, this chuck fell off the thing today.
It does that a lot. I keep trying to acetone it and put it together and hammer it like the guy told me to, but he's full of it. It doesn't stay on.
Who's the guy? Like a YouTuber or?
Vintage Machinery.
Really?
Yeah, I followed his guide.
The problem is that I just don't know how to push it on there. I kind of gave it a tap with the plastic hammer. What do you call that?
Nylon.
Yeah, the nylon one. I gave it a tap with that. And even that, I was unnerved because who knows what you're doing to it. And it was fine after that, but I'm thinking that we want to do like get the 3-jaw press puller out.
Oh, press it on?
And press it on.
Might work.
Yeah. Is that over?
Yeah.
Oh, alrighty.